We have been manufacturing load controllers for the last 24 years, and we make load controllers for both synchronous generators as well as induction generators. Our synchronous generator electronic load controllers range from 5 to about 200 kilowatts, and the induction generator controllers are ranging between 3 to about 30 kilowatts. Most of our equipment is manufactured in house, and we go and install it at various sites. So we have equipment all over the world. We have in Sri Lanka, we have in India, we have in Philippines, we have equipment in Laos and Vietnam. There are some load controllers which we installed in Cameroon also. So we provide training for local technicians to maintain the equipment we install, so that they can provide a backup service to the villagers. So our load controllers are fairly simple. There's no complicated, difficult to repair items in it. They come as modular in modular form, so that if the local agent maintains adequate stock of these items, they can easily change the items when there's a problem. Sometimes even the villagers can manage to maintain their own load controllers without without calling the agent. The electronic load controllers we manufacture for the synchronous generators are either you can operate it on standalone, or even the same thing can be used to connect your plant to the grid. Most of the larger plants over 30 kilowatts water turbines are connected to the grid, and our equipment has been installed with these plants. Because it has low maintenance, people prefer to use our controllers for their sites. Even villagers, they find it easy to maintain, and there are very few problems with the load controller itself. Some of the problems come up with the ballast load or generator, but very rarely do we have load controller problems. The load controller is based on it's an electronic load controller. Basically, we use analog electronics for most of it. Both the synchronous generator controller as well as the induction generator controller are based on analog circuits and on thyristors and tracks. So the smaller ones use tracks, and the larger ones use thyristors. It's not a complicated. It's not very complicated, and since it's a simple device, maintenance is not a major problem for it. So far, we have not done any modifications to our equipment. We have been using it for more than 20 years. We have not done any major modifications, maybe simple modifications according to what the customer requires. We have added them on. So some customers ask extra bits and pieces, so we add them on as and when required. We have been selling this equipment for more than 20 years, basically because our customers depend on us for our backup service. They generally don't go anywhere else, so we provide a good backup service for our equipment. Yes, we are interested and we are willing to train people in other parts of the world, and which we have already done. We have held training courses in Philippines, Nepal, Philippines and Vietnam, also in Laos, where where others can come and learn how to not only maintain the load controller but actually build the load controller from scratch, from components which are available in their countries. So we are willing to transfer that technology to whoever wants to get it. Our load controllers have quite a lot of metering equipment installed in their on their panel. So the operator is trained how to read those meters and interpret the figures on the meters and understand what is happening. So it is very easy for the operator to fault find just by looking at those meters and the equipment in the load controller. So we can add extra bits and pieces as required if the customer wants any other extra indication of the faults. We can add them to the existing load controller.